So greetings from Pennsylvania once again. We're still out here in Bedford County today, kind of part of our 2-day trip out here to Somerset and Bedford counties. Actually, we're back in Bedford. I was just down in Maryland. We just filmed over at the Palo Alto covered bridge. In order to get that covered bridge and this one, the Hewitt covered bridge, are both in the very southern part of Bedford County. So it's just easier to dip down into Maryland on I-68 and come over this way. Yeah, this is an absolutely beautiful setting. Here, let me show you. So a little pull off right here. Up that way is Town Creek Road, and then Route 326. Up that way is, was it Cheneysville? Buchanan State Forest. But check this out, the Hewitt covered bridge. There's some blazes on this post. Not sure what trail this is. I was wondering if this is the... I don't think it's the Mid-State Trail. Anyway, let's check that out when I get home. This is a beautiful spot. Actually, let's go down here first. I think I can get some nice side shots of the bridge down here. This is Town Creek. This bridge is 88 feet long. This is going to be scenic. And it's white. It's been a while since we had like an all-white bridge. There's some red on the outside there, but... Built in 1879. These are not fun to walk on. Yeah, check that out. That is beautiful. We've had a lot of really photogenic bridges on this trip. I like the white ones. Of course, we see a lot of red ones, so I think it's part of it's just nice to see a different color. Yeah, the birds are singing. Creek is flowing. This is a beautiful spot. Wow. I'm not sure if this is private. I guess it's someone that owns this, but I'm not sure how people feel like you just coming out here to hang out. There's like, it looks like you pull in here. Anyway, I'm gonna say there are steel beams. Actually, I think I see them already. Yeah. Yeah, quite a few. Yeah, just a beautiful spot. I hear carpenter bees. Where are they? There they are. They love these wooden bridges. Called carpenter bees because they drill holes, or bore holes. The females bore holes into the wood and lay their eggs in the wood stuff. They can be quite damaging to buildings. So the ones flying around are the males. Yeah, growing up on the farm, we had tons of carpenter bees. I was always terrified of them until I was told by people that the males have like a white dot on their forehead. The males don't sting. They're just guarding the nest area looking for females. So I never verified that by looking up online, but anyway. Because we had a lot of wooden buildings on the farm. There's always carpenter bees flying around everywhere. When I was little, I was just terrified of them. Not so much as an adult anymore. Right, but like I said, beautiful bridge back there. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but the flying gnats are just swarming this morning. They're flying around the camera there too. Man. Full of them. Alright. Might have to put some bug spray on for the first time this year, although the flying gnats don't seem to really be bothered by bug spray, but anyway. Alright, yeah, beautiful spot. Alright, we haven't even gotten up into the bridge yet. Oh, you can see the bolts on the side where this is a burr arch. You can see, let me zoom in. You can see the bolts. It's following the route of the burr arch. That's cool. It comes down. Alright, let's get up there. Yeah, those gnats are bad. Alright, Bedford Bridge, number 29, Hewitt Covered Bridge. Construction 1879. Yeah, it's white on the inside. Back to the normal looking burr arches. When we were over in Somerset County yesterday, the burr arches were very different. They had those like layered 2x4s. Look, we're back to this, our old familiar friend. I always call this like the double, because there's two of them. The really big bridges, you have like the quadruple ones, and then there's another set underneath. A little bit of carvings or graffiti. The only problem with a white covered bridge on the inside is that the dust really shows up. I've been in some that have looked really dirty. Very non-busy road too. Okay, over this side, give us some views from over here. Wow, even more beautiful shots. Almost looks like you could, they have like stone coming down over here. Look, almost like people drive across here. I know we've seen that, where was that? Some covered bridge. I forget what county that was in. Where they actually had the covered bridge, that they actually had another way across the creek. But they had like a concrete something underneath there too for like the larger trucks and tractors to go across. I'm trying to remember where that was. I think it was up in like over in man, what county was that? I believe it was one of the bridges in Perry County. Man, these guys, I don't know if you can see that, they're bad. I don't know how well that bodes for. I was planning on going up to the Sweet Root Natural area to do a little bit of hiking, but if they're this bad, I don't know. We'll see. Whew. I don't know. Can you see just how they're awful? All right, let's get out of here. Maybe it's because of the water. Let's get up out of here. Ooh, they're not really biting you. They just like buzz around all over your face. All right. But I think this warm weather is bringing them out too. Yesterday was really warm, and today's even warmer. So they're like, yeah, they probably just hatched. Beautiful spot. I think they'll probably even follow me into the covered bridge. Yes, this is a beautiful covered bridge. It's kind of good to be back to the what you can call like the traditional design. Yeah, they did follow me in here too. All right. I probably want to put some bug spray on if I hike over at that natural area. We'll see how bad they are. Yeah, they're right here. Anyway, I gotta let them go. All right. Yeah, beautiful spot. I love these. Like the last one we were at the Palo Alto, it was a private bridge. It was kind of difficult to park, but this is beautiful right here. Nice parking. Just one vehicle's been through since I've been here. All right, I'll give you one more look, then we'll hop in the Jeep where the gnats can't get us, and we'll drive across. Just want to get one more look from the side here. Beautiful photogenic bridge. All right, but I'll catch back up with you when we're in the Jeep. Wow, they're just, it's like a cloud of them. All right, I'll stop complaining. All right, here we go, up the Hewitt covered bridge. It's a narrow one. I like the little fence that goes up alongside of it either way. Alright, but that'll be it for this one, folks. We're headed just a little up the road to the Sweet Root Natural area. Hopefully the bugs aren't too bad up there, but thanks for coming along. Hopefully we'll see you there.